Hello dear followers, this is Burundi National Television. Right now is a time for listening English News Edition. Top stories. The President of the Republic of Burundi, Evariste Ndayishimiye, received this Friday a delegation from the United Nations High Commission for Refugees, led by Mamadou Dia Bagdi, Director of the Regional Bureau of the Eastern Africa and the Great Lakes today. And today we also tell you about the disasters, and this is about the ravines and landslide threatening the peri-urban area of Bujumbura. Disaster management expert Atanazi Nguzimana will inform us as protective measures to address these risks. Welcome dear viewers to Details. I'm Jackson Lakoze. The President of the Republic of Burundi, Evariste Ndayishimiye, received this Friday a delegation from the United Nations High Commission for Refugees, led by Mamadou Dia Bagdi, Director of the Regional Bureau of the Eastern Africa and the Great Lakes. The latter informed that during this audience, they discussed about two major things, including to present their gratitude to the President of Burundi for having received Congolese refugees. I kindly ask you to take a listen.
We were received by His Excellency the President of the Republic. I am accompanied by the UN Resident Coordinator as well as by the UNHCR representative here in Burundi. We discussed several issues, and two of the key elements that have transpired: one, the solidarity and generosity and our gratitude to the Burundian people and to the head of state and his government for having received a large number of DRC refugees, Congolese refugees who fled the recent conflict in eastern DRC. So our gratitude, thank you to Burundi, thank you to the people of Burundi for having received these brothers and sisters who've been fleeing the conflict. Number two, and it was important as well, we were reassured and that Burundi will keep doing its best to receive the brothers and sisters who happen to be Burundian refugees in several countries, but particularly neighboring countries such as in Tanzania. We received additional guidance from the head of state, so we can take additional measures so that conditions inside Burundi to help people in relation to being able to return in safety and dignity are taken, and we will be doing our best along with the UN family as well as our partners to help as many people as possible to voluntarily return to Burundi.
And as the President of the Republic of Burundi has recently promulgated the law appointing the elected official communal administrators, the Burundi National Television takes a closer look at some of the responsibilities assigned to these new leaders, as well as the people who will assist them. We owe this story to our colleague Jivan Ndayishimiye.
On August 7, 2025, the President of the Republic, Evariste Ndayishimiye, promulgated Law Number 100/004 on the appointment of elected communal administrators. These 42 administrators cover 5 provinces in accordance with Law Number 1/05 of March 16, 2023 on the determination and the delimitation of the provinces, communes, zones, hills, and the quotas of the Republic of Burundi. This raises several questions. What are the organs of the commune? What will be the responsibilities of these administrators, and who will assist them in their daily tasks? According to Law Number 1/18 of June 7, 2024 on the reorganization of communal administration, Article 9 states that the organs of the communes are as follows: the communal council, responsible for supervising and monitoring the activities of the communal executive, which ensures the technical coordination of all activities within the commune, consultative bodies designated by the communal administrator in the consultation with the communal council. The communal administrator is also assisted by advisors in various fields. Article 48 of the same law outlines the missions of the communal administrator, including coordinating all activities of the services operating within the commune, mobilizing funding from partners, quarterly report to the communal council on the progress of the actions plan and the communal community development plan, issuing administrative documents, and others. Meanwhile, the process of establishing new institutions is underway. Elections campaigns for heads and the quotas chiefs are being carried out across all the country, which comprises 3,044 heads and quotas. The election is scheduled for August 25th of this year.
Let's now move from Gitega, where this Friday handover ceremony took place at the Senate between the incoming Vice President of the Senate, Ngendanganya Generose, and the outgoing Vice President, Denise Ndadaye. There also took place a handover between the incoming Second Vice President, Clotilde de Kamimbali, and the outgoing Second Vice President, Fabrice Nkurunziza, and the ceremony included the exchange of documents and available work materials from both offices, as well as ongoing files, particularly those related to participation in the conference and assemblies organized by member countries of the Inter-Parliamentary Union, among others. And here in Bujumbura this Friday, 30 officers received a graduation of the 13th class of Battalion Command and Staff School. The Chief of Burundi Defense Force, Prime Nyongabo, urged them to put into practice the lessons learned during this training session. I kindly ask you to take a listen.
Professionalization is the key to strengthening defense forces, and the professionalization of military members is achieved mainly through training. It's from this reason that training of our officers and other ranks remains the priority of the Burundi National Defense Force High Command. From this perspective, different training institutions, among them the Junior Command and Staff College, have been established and tasked specifically to give the members of our defense force every knowledge required to better performance of their duties in any situation. Despite the scarcity of resources, the target of the High Command is to provide our training institutions with the possible support in order to improve the training and the learning environment to achieve our goals. I therefore take this opportunity to express my sincere gratitude to our government for the efforts it continues to make in supporting training in the process of professionalization of the Burundi National Defense Force. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the training which is provided by our Junior Command and Staff College is very important, since it gives a commander or a staff officer of this level the necessary knowledge of various tasks which such officer may be assigned with in the daily responsibilities. This course gives also access to other higher training opportunities that aim to provide officers with the required skills to deal with any possible security challenges and ability to understand and work in any operational environments.
As you are informed in the top story, this Friday's disaster report, we talk about the ravines and the landslide threatening the peri-urban areas of Bujumbura. Disaster management expert Ethnes Muzimana provides protective measures to address these risks. LC Orokamkama tells us more.
Bujumbura city is located in the plain of Imbo, and because of that, we see the continuous formation of ravines in the peri-urban areas. This phenomenon is particularly observed in the districts of Sororezo, Kasekebuye, and Kamesa, arousing strong concerns among the inhabitants of these localities. Lands with cracks are also visible, causing soil shifts which caused the collapse of homes. Facing this situation, the expert in the natural disaster management, Atanazi Nkunzimana, calls for the implementation of destabilization activities in all those areas, at least in order to preserve the city of Bujumbura, threatened by landslide and rapid multiplication lavines. He also invites the population exposed to this danger to immediately evacuate these areas, continuing building on those sites so to avoid the worst.
End of our English News Edition. Take care.